But I guess, you rightly mentioned, if we could look at both of them, because there's animal cruelty happening. That's the reason these are the people who are so used to abusing the animals. They take human abuse also at the same time.
They do, and if you look at it, one of the benefits of doing undercover work was that I worked alongside a lot of criminals, so I kind of got to understand how criminals think. And we can't, if you want to be an effective police officer, you have to think how the criminals are thinking and not how the police officers are thinking, because that's how you get ahead of it. Where police officers like nice tight boundaries and they like to record things in nice boxes and, they want to be able to put things down in black and white. A criminal doesn't think like that. You've got to think differently. And if an abuser wants to achieve a goal within, say, a domestic abuse relationship, they will use whatever is at their disposal to be able to achieve that goal. Now, if that is an animal within the domestic abuse family environment, they will use that animal to achieve what it is they want to achieve. So you have to start looking at it like the other way round. If you actually want to make a difference within your community, within your society, try and understand why people are doing it. Why are, some children shooting birds with arrows? Or why are, why do people go and kick cats or poison cats or mutilate cats? I mean, that should be screaming red flags to you as a police officer. If a young male person perhaps is using a knife on a cat, they are potentially a dangerous offender in your community and you need to be doing something about it.
That's so importantly you said. Now, you often say protecting animals protects people. Can you share the most powerful evidence or case where the truth revealed itself?
Yeah, I mean, history is littered with serial killers who either before killing or at the same time, and it's really important that they could be doing it at the same time. It's not always a consequential event. Are killing animals as well as killing people. I mean, there's a case in Ukraine where 3 young men started killing street animals. And we've got to remember that street animals are more anonymous, which is why abusers go for street animals and farm animals, because they won't get found. So they do their sort of testing process on those animals, and then they kill 21 vulnerable people. So I suppose that's one of the most major cases, but it happens. I don't want to get bogged down with serial killers are really important, but not every police officer deals with a serial killer. But every police officer has to deal with a domestic abuse incident or within community-based crime. And it happens at every level. So we have to move beyond serial killers, whilst, they're fascinating, and the television wouldn't be full of serial killers if they weren't, and books, and we have to look at everyday things. So it could well be that, there's a case in the UK where a woman didn't want to come back to the family environment. She managed to flee and someone threatened to kill her cat, and she came back and she was subsequently killed. Those kind of things happen on a very, very regular basis in every country. And it's very easy to say, oh, but our country is better, it's different, it's got different attitudes. It happens, I've been fortunate. I've worked in something like 40 countries now, and it happens in every country. It happens in every location. So it's important for everybody to understand that animal abuse and human abuse are not isolated. They cross over consistently.
That's such a very important point you brought it out, I think our listeners would understand what exactly it is. Animal abuse and human abuse go hand in hand sort of thing.
Yep.
Absolutely.